Now, we have all heard of Pashmina from the Kashmir Valley, but little do we know about the silk produced in Kashmir. The Mulberry Silk from Kashmir Valley is considered to be of a high quality, and it is in great demand from across the world. Idris Lone reports.
The mulberry silk from the Kashmir Valley, which has a huge demand, is sold across the world. But the main silk factory in Jammu and Kashmir, summer capital of Srinagar, was completely damaged in the 2014 floods. And now, with the help of the World Bank, this heritage factory is being restored to its previous glory.
When we had floods in 2014, more than 50% of the machinery was damaged. We have two sections, one is throwing section, another one is weaving. We had lost 50% of spindles damaged. Earlier we used to produce 38 varieties of silk, but due to the damage we went down to 8. Due to the machinery and the yarn we used in silk, we couldn't change the twist, and because of that we had fixed varieties. We got new machines and equipment, and they are class apart. Warping and new looms, whatever technical issues we are facing are now being taken care of, and we are making new varieties. We will be able to make 2.5 lakh meters of silk every year.
दूसरा phase जब हमारा full fledged सारा चलेगा तो near about हम try कर रहे to get 2.5 lakh meters per annum.
Around 40,000 families are associated with work on silk in the Kashmir Valley. And now the World Bank has sponsored the restoration of this factory by funding it with more than 12 crore rupees.
For the first time ever in Jammu and Kashmir's history, we have actually done a survey, and a comprehensive database of artisans has been created. Around about 3.5 lakh artisans have already been enrolled in that comprehensive database, and we now know as to which artist and which cluster caters to which industry. We are targeting around about 40,000 families by the end of our project in the silk industry and the revival of the silk industry. Our effort is to make sure that we, in the second stage, after upgrading and upscaling, after capacity building of the silk industry, we link it up with market, with certain market linkages like e-commerce websites. We are also in communication with various e-commerce platforms so as to provide them very lucrative markets and the global market, which has to necessarily open up so that the silk industry of Jammu and Kashmir can revive back to its pristine glory.
Since 1984, I have been working here. Due to floods, we lost everything. The new machinery is good. 36 people work here in total. This is a great factory where I have been earning my bread and butter. The money I made here is the reason I could run my house and pay for the education of my children.
I've been working here for the last 30 years. I've been drafting the silk since. We lost everything in 2014 floods and no machine was working. Everything we had made, we lost it. And even the stuff we have in showroom was lost too. We used to work on the old machines manually, but with the new ones we don't have to do that much.
The factory's revival is part of the government's plan to boost silk production across Jammu and Kashmir.
Kashmir has had a century-old association with the silk, and with the restoration of this silk factory, more than 50,000 cocoon-producing farmers would be benefited, which in turn would mean putting Kashmir back on the map of silk across the world. With video journalist Firoz, Idris Lone for WION World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.